I have decided about you and your family's future. This moment has been coming for a long time. You don't realize it yet. You don't see the weight of what I'm about to say, the finality of the decision I've made. But soon you will, because I have thought this through. I have weighed every option, considered every outcome, and now there is no turning back. I have decided about you and your family's future. You brought this on yourself. There was a time when I might have hesitated, when I might have given you the benefit of the doubt, convinced myself that things could change, that you could change. But that time is long gone, because time and time again, you've shown me exactly who you are, and I have no choice but to act accordingly. You had a chance. I warned you. I gave you every opportunity to make this right, but you didn't listen. You thought I was weak. You thought my patience meant I would always be here, that no matter what you did, I would keep forgiving, keep overlooking, keep allowing you to get away with everything. But you were wrong, because this is the moment where everything shifts, where your actions finally come back to haunt you, where you realize that your future, the future of everyone you hold dear, no longer belongs to you. What happens next? That depends on whether you finally understand what's at stake, on whether you're ready to accept that you have lost control, because the decision has already been made. And no amount of pleading, no amount of bargaining, no amount of regret will change what's coming. I have decided about you and your family's future, and nothing will ever be the same again. I watch the realization settle in. Your face shifts. First confusion, then denial, then something closer to fear. You finally understand. This is not a warning, not a conversation, not a chance to argue your way out. This is the end, because I have decided about you and your family's future, and there is no escaping what comes next. You thought you could get away with it. You assumed I wouldn't act, that I would let things slide, let the past stay buried, let you continue without consequences. But I don't forget. I don't forgive. Not when everything you've done has led to this. Not when every choice you've made has brought us here, to the moment where I finally take back control. You had every opportunity to fix this, but you didn't. You ignored every sign, dismissed every chance to make things right. And now, your fate is no longer in your hands. It's in mine, and you will live with the outcome of my decision. There's no use begging. I can see it in your eyes, the urge to plead, to try and sway me, to undo what has already been set in motion. But it's too late. I don't care about your excuses. I don't care about your regrets. The time for talking is over. The future is no longer yours. What happens next is out of your control, because I hold the power now. I have made my choice. And soon you will understand just how much that choice is going to change everything. I have decided about you and your family's future, and you are about to learn exactly what that means. I can see it now, the slow unraveling of your certainty. You always believed you had control, that no matter how far things went, no matter how much damage was done, you would always find a way out. But there is no way out, not this time, because I have decided about you and your family's future. And my decision is final. You never thought it would come to this. You underestimated me. You thought I would stay silent, that I would let things continue as they were, that I would accept the lies, the betrayal, the destruction left in your wake. But you made one mistake. You assumed I would always be willing to look the other way, that I would never have the strength to put an end to this. But I do, and I have. What comes next? I could tell you. I could lay it all out in front of you. Let you sit with the weight of what's about to happen. But I won't. Because you don't deserve to know. Not yet. Not until you feel what it's like to have everything taken from you. The same way you took everything from me. You can't stop it now. You can beg. You can try to turn this around, to paint yourself as the victim, to act like this is all some mistake. But it isn't. This is the consequence of your choices. The inevitable result of everything you thought you could get away with. And now all that's left for you to do is wait, because I have decided about you and your family's future. And soon you will know exactly what that means. The silence is suffocating now. You know there's nothing left to say. No way to undo what's already set in motion. No way to bargain your way out, because the time for talking is over. I have decided about you and your family's future, and nothing will change that. You should have known this was coming. Every action has a consequence. Every choice leads to an outcome, and yet you acted as if none of it would ever catch up to you. Like the rules didn't apply. Like you could take, and there would never be a price to pay. But the past always finds a way back, and now the debt is due. You're out of options. I can see the desperation settling in. The way your hands twitch, the way your breath turns uneven, the way your mind races, trying to find a way out of something that can't be undone. But there is no way out. Because this isn't a game. This isn't something you can manipulate your way through. This is justice, and justice doesn't care about your excuses. The moment before everything falls apart. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know how far this decision will reach, how deep the consequences will run, but you will soon, because I have decided about you and your family's future, and the moment of reckoning is near. The weight of my decision is sinking in now. I can see it in your face, the way your confidence has cracked, the way uncertainty grips you tighter with every second that passes. You're finally realizing there is no escaping this, because I have decided about you and your family's future, and nothing you say will change what happens next. The power has shifted for so long. You held control. You dictated outcomes, made choices that served only yourself, never once stopping to consider the destruction left in your wake. But that control is gone now. It belongs to me. And now you have no say in what happens next. No influence, no leverage, no mercy. You didn't expect this ending, you thought. I would hesitate, that I would struggle with this choice, that I would give in at the last second, let doubt creep in and undo everything I've built to reach this moment. But you don't know me as well as you think. I have waited too long for this. And there is nothing that will stop me now. What comes next is already set in stone. I could tell you, I could give you the details of what's about to happen. Let you prepare, let you brace for impact, let you cling to whatever hope you have left. But why should I? You didn't offer me that courtesy when I was the one left in the dark. So now you will wait. You will sit in the silence, in the fear, in the uncertainty of knowing your fate is no longer yours to decide. Because I have already made my choice. I have decided about you and your family's future. And the consequences will arrive soon enough. I see it now. Recognition flickering across your face. The slow unraveling of the confidence you once carried so effortlessly. You know, don't you, that this isn't something you can escape, that no matter how hard you try, no matter what you say, your fate is no longer in your hands. Because I have decided about you and your family's future, and nothing will stop what comes next. The illusion of control is gone. For too long, you believed you held power, that your choices, your actions, your manipulations would always keep you ahead. That no matter how far you pushed, how much damage you left behind, you would always find a way to land on your feet. But that illusion has shattered, and now you are left with the only truth that matters. You are no longer the one in control. I am. This is the price you pay. There was a time when I might have walked away, when I might have convinced myself to take the high road, to let go, to turn my back and leave you to your own destruction. But you never gave me that choice. You made sure of that. and now I am only returning the favor. The future you never saw coming. You don't know what happens next. You don't know how deep this decision cuts, how far the consequences will reach, but you will. And when that moment comes, when you finally understand the full weight of what you've lost, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember that you had every chance to stop this from happening, and you didn't. Now, it's too late, because I have decided about you and your family's future, and there is no turning back. The weight of my words is settling in now. I can see it in the way your shoulders tense, in the way your breath comes just a little too fast. You've spent your life believing you could outrun the consequences, that no matter what choices you made, no matter who you stepped over, you would always be untouchable. But not this time, because I have decided about you and your family's future, and there is nothing left for you to do but accept it. You had every opportunity to change this. This didn't happen overnight. It wasn't one decision, one moment, one mistake. It was a pattern, a lifetime of deception, of manipulation, of playing the game as if no one else could ever hold the upper hand. You thought you had all the time in the world, that you could keep pushing the limits, testing boundaries, making choices without ever stopping to think about the people left in the wreckage. But time has run out, and now the future is no longer yours to dictate. The silence between us says everything. You aren't speaking now, because there is nothing left to say. No justifications, no explanations, no desperate attempt to shift the blame. Even you know that words won't save you, that no matter what you say, the outcome remains the same. And for the first time, you are the one left waiting, powerless, helpless, trapped in a future you no longer have control over. There is no more mercy. Once I might have hesitated. Once I might have let doubt creep in, let second thoughts cloud my judgment, let guilt convince me to reconsider. But that time has passed, because I know what must be done. I know that nothing will change until someone makes it change, and I refuse to let you walk away from what you've done. So whatever happens next, however far this decision reaches, however much it takes from you, just remember this. I didn't do this to you. You did this to yourself. I have decided about you and your family's future, and the reckoning is here.